guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Savannah, and today I'm going to be doing a full face of my favorite products from 2024 and just products that I used a lot this past year. I actually filmed this a few days ago, and I was gonna like film the video and like the tutorial and everything and then do my intro in the finished look, but I forgot. So this is not the final look, but if you're interested in this look, I could do a video on that. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just, like I said, doing a full face of my favorite and my most used products this past year. This is not like necessarily things that came out this year that I bought this year, a lot of it is, but just things I really liked. And most of them are pretty affordable. I have like maybe 2 or 3 higher end things in there, but other than that, it's all very affordable on the lower price range, and you get what I mean. Drugstore, mostly drugstore. Yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna get into it. I hope you enjoy. Okay. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the eyes. Just in case I make any mistakes. Apologies for my hair also. I don't really know what to do with it. I'll figure that out after I do the makeup. But yeah, so I'm gonna start with my eyes. And also, just to clarify, this isn't necessarily things that came out in 2024 or that I bought in 2024, but just things that I liked a lot. You get it. So yeah, I'm gonna start with the eyes. I have honestly a lot of products that I'm gonna talk about. I'm not gonna use all of them in today's look, but I will just talk about them, go over them. And he brought some in for all of us to try, and I actually really liked it. And I drink a lot of soda because I like the carbonation of it, so I think this would be a good healthier alternative for me. Anyway, back to my favorites. So yeah, so I really like that one, but it's not the most pigmented. You have to really work it, but it's only like $3-4, so it's kind of to be expected. So instead, I've been using the ColourPop Gone Metal palette a lot more. It has some relatively similar shades, similar vibes, but it's much more pigmented, and I like it a lot better. I think I'm probably gonna use this one today. Out of all the palettes that I'm gonna show you, I think this is the one that I used the most, especially these 2 shades here in the middle on the end. So I really like that one, and I have a lot of ColourPop palettes that I really love. And the next one is my ColourPop That's Taupe palette. I'm not gonna lift it up and show it to you because one of the shades is broken and I don't want it to fall out. But there's one shadow in particular, the shimmer here, it's called Slated, that I really like in that. So that's like one of my favorites there. Just a little swatch on my thumb. And then the next one that I've been loving is the ColourPop Deja Brew palette, which I actually used this palette for my wedding, so it has a special place in my heart. It's really pretty, and yeah, I think it's really good for a bridal look, obviously, because I used it for my wedding. And I have 2 Girl Cult palettes that I bought closer to the end of the year, but I still really like them. They're really pretty. I have this one here with blue and the gray and the silver. I really like the blue, but I haven't really figured out what to do with it yet. I do really like that silver. I really like it for an inner corner highlight, like a sparkly inner corner. But this gray one is my favorite. If you couldn't tell, I really like gray eyeshadows. This is a really nice one, especially for just throwing in my bag if I'm doing my makeup on the go. I usually do my makeup in the car on Sundays on our way to church, so this is really nice for that. Yeah, so those are all the palettes that I wanted to show you, I think. Yeah, those are all the palettes. Honorary mention to my ColourPop Blue Velvet palette, which I didn't use it a whole ton this year, but it's always one of my favorites. Blue and gray, my favorite colors for eyeshadow. So next for eye products, I have these About Face liquid eyeshadows, eye paints. I have the shades White Noise, it's just a nice white shadow. Hidden Garden, which is a gray, and then Lost Unfound, which is this really nice, like, kind of dark royal blue. I definitely used the white and the gray the most. I've only used my blue one once so far. I used it on New Year's Eve. I think, I don't know, I love both. I think the white is a little bit more versatile, so I'm probably gonna use this one today. I do find that it's kind of patchy. Like, didn't have that same problem with the other ones. But it's still very pigmented and very nice, so I still really like it regardless. And then one of my favorite sparkles of all time is ColourPop Ritz, one of their Super Shock shadows. It's just like a really nice, I don't know whether you can see it, nice like sheen of sparkle. I already have like that, you can't see it, so I'm not even gonna bother. But it's one of my favorite shimmers. Like I said, I like to just like throw it on top of pretty much any look. If I'm just doing like a simple wing, this is nice to put on top. I also used this one for my wedding, so again, it has a special place in my heart for that. And also another Super Shock shadow is ColourPop Tassel. It's just like a white shimmer I like to use mainly as like an inner corner highlight. So it's one of my go-tos. I think those are like all the eyeshadow products. No, and then for eyeliner, my favorite eyeliner used to be the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof liner, which I still really love. But I found this eyeliner off of TikTok Shop. Well, actually, when we were getting ready for my wedding, one of my bridesmaids, one of my best friends, was using it, and I saw her and I was like, oh my gosh, is that like an ink and quill eyeliner? And she's like, yeah, I got it off TikTok Shop for like $1. So I went and I found it, and she was right. It's by Music Flower Liquid Matte. I got it on TikTok Shop. It's actually like a really good eyeliner. Like, it lasts really nicely, and it's just really cute. I do wish that the that the brush was like a little bit thinner, but it's okay. I can still make it work. It's really nice. It's cheap. It's good. So that has become my new favorite eyeliner, and it just looks so cute on my vanity. For gel, I've been liking the Maybelline Lasting Drama gel liner. Yeah, just a really good gel liner moment. It has a little brush that it comes with that I also like, but I'm not sure where it is at the moment. And then for my waterline, I've really been liking the Maybelline Tattoo Studio gel pencil. I've yet to find an eyeliner for my waterline that I'm like really loyal to. Like, this is my favorite that I found so far, but it's still not great. Like, I still have to like set it with powder to get it to stay, and even then it doesn't, like, it still fades a little bit. But it is the best so far that I've found, so I do like it. And I also have it in white, so when yeah, same thing. So when I want a white waterline, I go for that one. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna start I'm gonna start just like doing the makeup, and then I'll introduce the products as I go, which is probably what I should have done in the first place. Oh, I forgot to mention, my favorite primer, well, I don't know if I really have a favorite eyeshadow primer. Lately I've been using the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and it is a really good eyeshadow primer. But I have a lot of like drugstore ones that I've used that I think work just as well and are much less. I just bought this one because I grew up hearing about it, and I wanted to get it for my wedding, just like, I don't know, just a splurge, so I still have it, so I've still been using it. But I don't think I'd buy it again, just because I don't think it's necessary to spend as much money on it. I just wanted to mention that before I get into it, because I'm not going to be using it today, I don't think. But yeah, this is a good primer. There's also like a NYX one and an e.l.f. one that I really like. I've just been using this one since I still have it left over from my wedding. Anyway, so I'm going to get into it. So for the eyes, the first thing I'm going to do is take that About Face white eye paint. And this is the reason that I'm not going to use an eyeshadow primer. I find that when I use a primer with these, one, it's just not necessary. I think it acts as a primer on its own really well, but also I think the primer tends to make it kind of patchy. So I'm just gonna put it like right on my lid. I'm gonna blend it out all over. I'm gonna do like a pretty thin layer of it. I'm gonna do a bit of a halo eye today, I think. But yes, I'm just gonna take a thin layer and put that all over my lid and then blend it out. I'm just blending it out with this like Maybelline eyeshadow brush. Sorry, I just burped. And I'm gonna blend it out with, oh no, oh, I didn't think the blue would transfer. Oh, hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I guess this is my sign to wash my brushes, but I'm actually gonna blend it out with this other Wet n Wild brush that I have. I think I said Maybelline before I meant Wet n Wild. And again, just blending it out with like a patting motion at first. Just all over the lid. So I'm gonna keep a pretty sheer wash of color for now, and then I might add more later if I need to, but I'm gonna be doing a bit of a halo eye. So I'm gonna go into that ColourPop Gone Metal palette, and I think I'm just gonna use that same brush just on the other side. I'm gonna take the shade Jet Lag, and I'm just gonna start to kind of stamp it on the inner and outer corner of my eye. I'm gonna do a bit of a halo eye, which I've been really loving halo eyes recently. It's just like that, inner and outer corner. I'm not really gonna worry about blending it out yet. I'm just kind of stamping it on there. Okay, so now that it's been put on there, I'm gonna take this crease brush. I don't know the brand, but I'm gonna take that crease brush on the shade My Two Cents on the same palette, and I'm just gonna put that in my crease and use it to kind of gently blend out that gray. Okay, now that there's like not much left on my brush, I'm gonna use it and kind of diffuse the edges of that gray, but making sure to not ruin that halo eye. So next I'm going to take my Maybelline Lasting Drama liner along with just a little brush that it comes with if you buy it. And I'm going to put that like along my lash line, but only like where the gray is. So I'm not going to put it like on the center of my lash line where that white is. So I'm just going to kind of deposit it along there and kind of smoke it out the best that I can. It doesn't have to be perfect, and I might even do just a very light wing. Okay, so now that that part of the gel liner is done, I'm gonna tightline. So I'm gonna take a Q-tip and I'm gonna wipe the water off of my waterline, and this will help my liner to stay better, and also since it's a waterproof liner, it'll help it to go on easier as well, since it's not working against that moisture. Sorry if that bothers anyone. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna take my Tattoo Studio gel liner that I mentioned and just put that on my upper and lower waterline. So then I'm gonna take my Airspun translucent powder on just this little like flat brush. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and I'm just gonna like stamp it along my lower waterline. This helps it to last longer. I know this is like a weird angle, but I'm like looking past you and at my mirror. Okay. This is like pretty much the only powder that I use, so I mean, I guess it is a favorite, but I don't really have anything to compare it to because I don't know if I've ever even used a different translucent powder. I've had it for forever and I still use it. I should probably replace it. I'm betting it's expired, but whatever. The only thing I don't like about it is the smell. It has a very strong perfumey smell, but it works well. I also used that for my wedding. I didn't have any flashbacks, so yeah, that's great. Okay, I know this isn't very like special or crazy look. It's just kind of one of my go-tos with these products. Yeah, so I'm gonna go back in with my 2 cents color in my ColourPop palette. I'm gonna put just a little bit more of that in my crease, so I'm not quite liking the way it's looking. I have like a wooden hamper and my cat is scratching it right now, if you're hearing that. Sorry about that. Okay. So next I think I'm gonna take my ColourPop tassel. And I think I'm just gonna put that on top of where that white is, just to give a little bit of shimmer. Not a whole ton, but just a little bit to kind of enhance that halo eye. Yeah, there we go. Gives it a little extra pop. And I'll diffuse it just a little bit. I like to use my fingers usually for shimmers because I don't know, I just do. So yeah, I'm gonna stop there for the eyes for now. I'm gonna replicate this with my other eye and then I'll be right back and we'll continue with the face. Okay, both eyes are done and I realized I forgot to put a necklace on today, so I had to go put one on. If you know me, you know I never do that. I love jewelry. Oh, sorry, my nose is so itchy. I took one of my cats to the vet today and like, I don't even know, like, I think being around all the other animals like really messed up my allergies. But yeah, so I'm gonna start with my face makeup now, and so the primer that I've been using and really liking is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that everywhere where I wear face makeup. So it's gonna be mainly under my eyes, on my cheeks, also like under my chin. I don't wear foundation every day or really at all. I wore it like for my wedding and like if I feel like I really need or just if I feel like my skin really is looking dull, I'll use it, but for the sake of this video I will wear it. I'm just gonna put it on my nose because my nose tends to get red. Yeah, so for foundation I really like the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid foundation. Again, this is one that I used for my wedding, so just like other things I mentioned, has a special place in my heart. So I think I'm just gonna take a tiny bit of this. I haven't used it in a while, so I don't know if it's still gonna match me. Just a tiny bit of it just on my nose. Boop. And I'm just gonna blend it out with a sponge. This is just a Real Techniques sponge. I'm just gonna blend that all over my nose. This is weird. I haven't done this in so long. I feel like my nose looks weird though. Does it? I feel like I look paler. Probably just because it's not red anymore. Whatever. So yeah, that's what all I'm gonna do for foundation. I normally wouldn't even do that, but for the sake of the video, I will. And for concealer, I've really been liking the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. I think this is one of my favorite concealers I've ever tried. It's just, I mean, really nice and like lightweight. It has like a nice dewy finish, but it still has like decent coverage. I lost the cap, but it still has, yeah, like really nice, decent coverage. So I'm just gonna put that under my eyes, just a little bit. And then before I blend that out, I also like to put my contour down. So for my contour, I've been using the Essence Baby Got Bronze stick in Moonstone. It is a bronzer, but it's like very cool toned, and like it's hard to even find cool tone contours. So that's like really nice. It's like maybe $3, I don't know. Essence is cheap. This is the first contour I've ever owned. I very recently started contouring. Like I said, I recently started getting into makeup more again. So I'm just gonna put that like under my cheekbones. I also like to put it like under my chin here. I'm gonna let that sit while I blend out my concealer. Again with the same sponge. I feel like I look so different with the foundation up my nose. It's weird. Whatever. Okay, and then of course, like, I would put that anywhere where I have like a pimple, which I don't right now. My skin's usually pretty clear. Yeah, and for the contour, I like to blend it out with this like flat top brush by Japonesque. I don't know what it says. It's from TJ Maxx. But I like to just blend it up like in an upwards kind of motion. I feel like the ring light just makes me look greasy. So then, I didn't used to wear blush. I normally don't wear blush just because I naturally have very rosy cheeks, and I feel like I don't need it, and I also feel like I look kind of dumb when I do wear it. But I recently picked up this e.l.f. Camo, I'm blanking, camo blush, liquid blush in the shade Suave Mauve. I think it's a really pretty color for me. I bought it like near New Year's, so I wasn't really using this all of 2024, but I think I'll still use it for today. So I really only need like just like the tiniest little drop up, like on my cheekbones up here is where I like to put it. Like a teeny tiny drop. And I used to do this all the time and I kind of stopped, but I think I'm also going to put just a tiny bit on the bridge of my nose. You can't even see the dot with how tiny it is. And then I like to take a brush like this to blend it out. Again, I don't know where this one's from. Oh, this one's from e.l.f. It's the Ultimate Blending Brush from e.l.f. I'm just going to blend that out. And again, I like to keep it like up more on my cheekbones. Okay, blush is blended out, and now I'm going to set my face. So I'm going to take my Airspun powder again on this Wet n Wild P65 brush and just set that, or just put that everywhere where I just put my face makeup. Yeah, and then I also, when I use eyeshadow primer, I like to use this to set that as well. Ooh, got a cloud. Like I said earlier, this has like a really perfumey smell, and it's too strong. I might need to find a new powder because I can't stand that smell. But it's not, okay, it's not a bad smell, it's just really strong. It makes me sneeze. I'm not picking my nose, it's just itchy. Ugh. Okay, so after I've done that, I'm gonna take my favorite highlighter. My favorite highlighter right now is the Rare Beauty highlighter in Enlighten, which I can't open up and show you because this is also broken. I don't normally use high-end products or buy high-end products, but I did buy a few things from my wedding, and this is one of the ones I think was really worth it. It was so beautiful. Like, there are so many pictures from my wedding where it just made me look so beautiful and glowy, and like I love it, so I've been using it pretty much every day since. So yeah, I'm gonna take that on this little brush. I don't even know where it's from. I think I got it in an Ipsy bag when I used to have an Ipsy subscription. I'm just gonna take that and highlight high points of my cheeks and my brow bone. I also like to put it on my nose and my Cupid's bow. Okay, that's for highlight. Oftentimes I also like to put it on my inner corner. I'm not going to do that today. For my inner corner highlight for today, I'm going to take my Girl Cult 51 palette. And I'm going to take that little silver color and pop that on my inner corner. Just a really nice silver shimmer. Which you can't see too well from far away on camera, but it's pretty. Okay, so next, I think I'm gonna do my brows. And for a long time I used the e.l.f. brow mascara, but I switched to this NYX brow glue instead, and usually, sometimes I fill my brows. I haven't really felt like it lately. I usually just kind of brush them out with this and call it a day, so I'm just gonna do that. Okay, that's pretty much all I do for my brows usually. And then for mascara, I've really been enjoying the Maybelline Sky High. I think I've been using this like all year. I think it's my favorite mascara I've found so far, so I'm just gonna curl my lashes and apply that. Okay, so next I have just a few lip products to show you that I really liked. So number one, I think my favorite lip liner this year was the Maybelline Gone Grayish, just a really nice grayish lip liner. ColourPop Ashton is also very nice. I think it's honestly, sorry, I'm out of frame. It's honestly like pretty much the same color. I think I prefer Maybelline though. I think I prefer the formula, and there's also more with Maybelline. That's definitely my favorite lip liner. I used it pretty much every day since I got it. I didn't always like lipstick on me. I still don't always like it, so I'm pretty new to it, and I still don't quite know how to create lip combos. So I'm working on it, but that's definitely one of my favorites. And then for lipsticks, I have two Revlon ones that I love. The first is Revlon Vampire Love, which is, I kind of messed it up, but it's like a deep red. It doesn't quite look it on camera, but it is. And then my all-time favorite lipstick of the year, I think, was Revlon Rum Raisin, which is, you know, a classic. If you know, you know. It's just like such a nice, I don't know if I would quite consider it a nude, but it's a very nice lipstick for every day. For lip glosses, I have this Girl Cult lip gloss in, it doesn't see the shade, but it has like this blue shimmer in it, but it still also looks kind of like, it isn't like too crazy looking. Like, it's just kind of like, it's just a very unique lip gloss that's still very wearable, and I really like. I think I did use it in one of my videos if you'd like to see it on. And then I also just been really liking this e.l.f. just clear lip oil. Yeah, so for today, I think I'm just gonna do Maybelline and Gone Grayish with this lip oil. That's one of my favorite lip combos, just a go-to, especially I think like with such like a cool gray eye, I don't really want to take away from that too much. So I'm just gonna line my lips with Gone Grayish and then go over it with my e.l.f. lip oil. Okay, so there's my lips all lined. Where's my cat? I couldn't find my cat for a second. And I'm just gonna take my e.l.f. lip oil and again just pop that in the center. I think I am more of a gloss girly than lipstick, if I'm being honest with myself. Yeah, so there's the lips, and then I think my last step is just gonna be setting spray. So for setting sprays, I had two that I used a lot this year. The first one was the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, and then the second was the e.l.f. I think I had I think it was the e.l.f. like Stay All Day setting spray. I can't remember the name of it. I'm not sure where it is at the moment, honestly. I think it's hiding in one of my bags. I couldn't tell you which one I like more. I like them both a lot, but since I can't find my e.l.f. one, I'm gonna use my Urban Decay one and just set my face with that. Okay, so I fixed my hair up a little bit, and this is the finished look. This is my full face of 2024 faves. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found some inspiration or some products that you might be interested in trying. It's a pretty simple look. I wouldn't consider it my everyday look, but like my go-to kind of vibe anyway. Yeah, so again, these are some of my favorites, some products that I've really been loving, and I know I will continue to love. Yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed and you found something of value in this video. That's all I have for today. I keep saying that I'm gonna do a crochet video. I keep putting it off, but I think I am gonna do it soon. Hopefully my next video will be that. Yeah, so most of my content is like beauty, fashion, and crochet related, or I'm planning on having it be that way. So if you're interested in that, maybe consider subscribing. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you.